Tyvis, the Browns released their first depth chart of the season yesterday in preparation for their preseason opener against the Chicago Bears this weekend. We'll talk about the quarterback. It's listed as an or between Shedeur and Deshaun. But Tyvis, anything else about the first Browns depth chart of the season stand out in your eyes?
Nothing.
I'm interested.
I can't see anything.
That's sad. You need to, and you wear glasses. That's the saddest part about it. The one thing that stands out to me, and I'm curious to see how they swing, is the Casey Concepcion over Isaiah Bond, because that's the one thing that you hear about spring ball. Isaiah Bond's name was ringing. He's been kind of quiet in camp, but as of lately, he's been kind of breaking out and having these plays. And a lot of people are confident about Isaiah Bond's ability there. So I was kind of shocked to see that, Casey Concepcion was starting over him. Not get it. He's a first-round pick and all those things. But I'm interested to see who's on the field more. And I seen Todd Monken's quote about he goes, yeah, with Jerry Jeudy, we kind of want to move him around a lot this year. We kind of like him on the inside and stuff like that. And I say, it's crazy. Jason sits up and tells me that he only one of the rare guys he respects for their knowledge is McNuggets and basketball, but just fails to mention Tyvis Powell and football.
Yeah, Jason, that's a bad job. We were talking about Mike. We weren't talking about you. Of course, I respect your football knowledge.
Mike is one of the few media people. Well, you know what it is? It's because I'm not a media guy, so that makes sense.
Yes, you are.
So
are you? Speaking of which, I texted you about being in the media fantasy football league. Are you going to do it or no?
I can't do it because I'm not a media member. So
you're ridiculous. Oh, time. Hey, by the way, what do you think? This is a little out of left field, but I don't think anybody would give you anything, so it's probably a pointless thing to ask you. But don't you think it would make sense to trade Jerry Jeudy if you can get something for him at this point?
Probably.
Let's play the three young guys at wide receiver.
I think that's ultimately I would do that. Isn't he out of guaranteed money after this season?
Yes, I believe so.
Right? So this could potentially be his last year here, anyways. And the thing is, you want him to. I really am rooting because I love a good comeback story. So I actually want him to pull it together. But just being there and watching him in camp, he's still dropping the ball, and it was so funny because on Saturday he dropped the pass, he dropped the touchdown. Earl gives me that look. Earl funny. Earl give me that look, and I look right at him too, and I'm like, it was like his third drop of the day, and it's just like, come on, man, like, what's going on? Like, you at Alabama, this man was must-see TV, and I just don't know what happened to him. I don't know why is he like trying to make a move too early? Like, just catch the ball and worry about the rest later. I don't know what it is, but it's a shame that he is that talented and he can't do the one thing. Oh, like it's crazy.
Mike, real quick before you ask Tyvis the last question, you asked if there was anything that stood out in the depth chart. There's actually a linebacker who's listed as a starter who I've never heard of before. Can you bring that up again?
It's EMA, Easton, and it's Mascarenas Arnold. Yes.
Yeah.
Who is that guy? I never heard of him.
Undrafted rookie last season.
Yeah,
how is he a starter?
Because Carson Schwarzenegger hasn't and so that's probably
no, Carson Schwarzenegger's listed there.
I mean, they have three linebacker spots listed.
The Sam don't play. That's only in base. They run nickel all the time, so that don't even matter.
Well, Tyvis, my last question was about the depth chart in the secondary. You can see Campbell and Ward, your two starting cornerbacks, alongside Delpit and Hickman at safety. You have Eman as your backup safety, alongside Christopher Edmonds, Miles Harden, and D'Angelo Ross as your backup cornerbacks. There's been a lot of talk about that fourth safety spot, and you are the most qualified media member to ask about it. Edmonds over Daniel Thomas and Donovan McMillan right now. Is that the right order for the Browns' backup safety spots?
Yeah, because if you go look at when it gets charted in camp, in the defensive room, you chart production, sacks, picks, fumbles, strips, things like that. Probably if you go look it up, if they was to post that chart, it's hard to think that somebody got more interceptions than Edmonds. That dude started off hot. He felt like he was getting picks every day. So when you look at that, that's probably the case when you talk about production on the football. But I like Donovan. Was it McMillan? I think his name is.
Correct. That guy. McMillan.
I like him as a player, and I want him to find a way to be on this team because I think he's a really good football player. I think he's probably still got a little more, room to grow there. But if you're going to go off of production and what's going on and making plays on the football, Edmonds is probably leading the camp in picks, probably.